Pooja, I'm starting the video.
Yep.
Good afternoon, everyone, and very warm welcome to Tata Dubik Forum. You all are logged in on listen only mode for 50 minutes of presentation and 10 minutes of question answer. Question answer will be taken post our presentation. We will request you all to please post your queries or any question in the Q&A box showing on the right side of your screen. Going forward, proceeding forward, we have some polls which we would like to take your opinion on. The polls are again will be shown on the right side of your screen, which under the icon poll. The first poll, which is live on your screen right now, is: what are the top 3 trends that are currently impacting your industry? Digital transformation, COVID disruption, availability of finance, business continuity, or business growth/expansion. Request you all to please participate. It will help us to know you and your company better. You have 10 more seconds. Thank you very much. The second poll is live on your screen now. Is: what are the top 3 area of investment for your company? Hiring to meet demand, upgrading technology, upgrading infrastructure, operation, or marketing and sales. Please request you all to please participate. Maximum participation will be appreciated. Thank you very much. The third poll, which is live on your screen, is sorry. Which of the following Tata Tele service offering are you aware of? Collaboration solution, IoT solution, cloud and SaaS, security and or security solution. Request you all to please participate. Ten more seconds. Thank you very much. Going forward, today we have Pooja Ghate, Senior Manager Marketing from Tata Tele Business Services, who will take the session ahead. Over to you, Pooja.
Thank you so much, Swadesh. All right. A very warm welcome to all the audiences once again. Thank you so much for taking time out and joining us today. Firstly, I hope all of you are doing safe and sound, and I hope all your near and dear ones are also okay. Um, Once again, a very warm welcome for this Do Big Digital Forum, which is a webinar series brought to you by Tata Tele Business Services with an aim and objective so that we get together, discuss the challenges, pain points, and understand what are the best practices that we should follow so that we stay ahead the game and we adopt great platforms in our digital transformation journey. So that's the whole objective of this webinar series, and it's going to be an exciting session of 45 minutes. Post the session, we will get on to live Q&A. If you have any questions, please do drop in the Q&A or the chat box as Swadesh was mentioning, and we will take all the questions at the end. So without further ado, let's begin our insightful session, which is Stay Ahead with Cloud Communication Solution. I would like to start with an interesting quote, which is so much relevant and so very thoughtful in today's times as well. In the long history of humankind, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. We all have heard that together we can, alone we can do only this much, but together we can do so much, because then you have to not just two hands and two legs, but you have two minds, four hands, four legs. So drawing that analogy in business world also, the organizations who collaborated efficiently and effectively with not just their internal stakeholders but with their external stakeholders, which is their employee, which is their customers, their partners, channel partners, industry bodies, etc., have really shown great results. And that's the tone, theme, and context of today's presentation, because we are going to be focusing on the solutions which will help you empower yourselves in the cloud zone, in the cloud era. It'll show the tools that how can you collaborate without any boundaries of confining ourselves to the physical world. How can you stay ahead with those cloud communication solutions? So on that note, let's just have a quick sneak peek into the agenda for today. We will first understand the SME technology landscape, like what exactly is happening to the SMEs all around us, and how are we doing vis-a-vis the peers. Secondly, we will look at the challenges not just faced due to COVID-19 pandemic on our personal lives. We all know what are we going through, and we will get through this, but also the challenges which SMEs are facing, the business challenges which have been causing since a long time because of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially and specifically to the SMEs, and understanding how can we just unshackle and deep dive into how can we solve those challenges, and adding the last puzzle to the piece, which is how Tata Tele Business Services, solutions, and offerings and consultancies will help you solve those problems and help you stay ahead of the game. And as I said, last 10 to 15 minutes, we'll keep it open for the live Q&A session. So as I was saying, and as we started on that note, that I hope everybody is well, and that's what is more important, because we all are in this together. Since the COVID pandemic has hit in 2019, we've been just facing challenges, not in our personal lives, but businesses, professions, enterprises as well. So let's have a look at what are the business challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. First and foremost is employee tracking. Keeping a track on employees to follow work from home protocol is becoming very difficult. I mean, in the offline world or in the normal world, when we used to go to offices every day, that time also there were certain challenges of how to ensure that there is productivity, how to ensure that the decorum is maintained, so on and so forth. Imagine in a virtual world, the challenges is again double because of that. So that becomes one of the top of the mind challenges of the SMEs due to COVID-19 pandemic, which is employee tracking. Second, collaboration. Because we are not meeting people face to face, we are not meeting not just our friends and relatives and well wishers, we are not even meeting our colleagues, our office staff, we are not meeting our subordinates, our superiors, our colleagues, our teams, extended teams, and that makes it all the more difficult, because just imagine just going to the desk and getting the job done, but now we just don't know how do we get it done. That's why I said that collaboration is super super important, and that is becoming a challenge due to COVID-19 pandemic. Third, accessibility to servers and applications. Because we are not traveling, or our travel to the offices have become very much limited. It's into the hybrid model, which is we just go once or twice a week, or sometimes we are not just going there if it is not required, so on and so forth. Case to case basis, we are unable to access office data, we are unable to access office infra, and at the same time office PTX infra, because of the voice regulations and the security issues. So to sum it up, we've clubbed the business challenges due to COVID-19 pandemic into different aspects, which is so much relatable with all the SMEs here. But also, with the set of challenges, we have to keep going forward. We have to keep moving forward. Whether we take baby steps or we take leap of faith, we need to move forward, because that's the only way to get going. But how do we actually move forward? How do we know that in this new normal, because it's a novel situation, how do we know how to move ahead, and what should be our navigator to help us take ahead? So these three things which are there on the screen right now, which is the key technologies, the trends which are enabling agility for the SMEs, these are the ones, they will act as an anchor to help us navigate our path through the digital transformation journey. Simply put, these three things are super important and helpful to understand how do we take the next step. What should we ensure when we look for a solution provider or a technology provider or a partner? How should we ensure, and what should we ensure that when we are in the digital transformation journey, which aspects are the foundation for it? First one, and this is the slide for that: BCP, business continuity plan. All of us want that the businesses should be up and running, and they should never be halted due to any circumstances, any unfortunate, misfortunate, accidental circumstances. But we should always, or rather we always try to see that the businesses are moving on. And that's why when we look at a solution or a technology provider or a partner, we should ensure that their solutions are adhering to the BCP, and it's just not limited or dependent on a certain situation. Second, cloud. As I said, cloud, collaboration, these are not just some good buzzwords or keywords. This is the answer to all our problems. This is what we want to do, because gone are the days when everything was very much limited and focused only to the traditional chunky aspects. But now it's easy, flow, seamless, flexible, scalable. And how can we do that? Cloud is an answer to that. So whenever we look for any technology provider, solution provider, or a consultant, we should ensure that everything is scalable enough and they are cloud ready or cloud savvy for that matter. Last but not the least, security. Imagine that we are okay with both the points. We just stick in the box that yes, BCP solutions, cloud, everything is fine. But we do not have a great security solution to back it up. Everything will fall down, because there'll be a lot of issues when the security is not intact. It is of utmost importance that our data, our employees' data, our customers' data, important data points, important systems, everything is protected, not just because of the privacy, because of the money is involved, because of the ethical things, because of the legal aspects. So security becomes of utmost importance. So this particular slide, to sum it up, is it's a key. It's important to understand this slide because it showcases the key technology trends which will enable agility. Agility means how can we move swiftly in an uncertain situation. It keeps you ready to overcome and face any challenges. If you're having a plan A with a lot of checklists, but if by God forbids you do anything, it doesn't go as per plan, you should be agile to move swiftly to plan B. But how can you have that agility with the set of these three aspects when your solutions and products and your service providers have ensured that these three things, which are an important piece of a tripod, are ensured? So, what exactly is happening to SMEs? Let's understand that how our counterparts or how our industry colleagues are doing. We spoke a lot about digital transformation. We understood how it is important to ensure that three technology trends are important. But what is really happening? Is it that only we are talking about digital transformation? No. This slide will tell you why. Digital adoption by Indian SMEs, smart digital adoption is the only way, is the only key to unlock the full potential for any businesses, be it SME or SME, which means that digital adoption is the key to success. It will help you, it will empower you, your systems and processes, and it will ensure that you stay ahead with the current situation and in the current scenario. But all these all this said is good, but how can we really ensure that your counterparts are also doing that? So the numbers given below is an answer to that question. 43% of the SMEs use various internet platforms to sell and promote themselves, which means that information, product, solution, everything, and it is just a click away at our fingertips. And that's what even the SMEs are doing. Everybody, not everybody, but 43% for sure are moving to internet platforms to sell and promote themselves so that they can reach to masses at one go. Second, 75% of the SMBs in India believe that digital adoption is the key to their success. And I think by now all of us agree that yes, it is very, very important and paramount importance that we shift our gears to digital adoption. 73% of Indian SMBs are confident of bouncing back post COVID. I think we've seen so many new technologies coming up, innovations coming up, even during the pandemic. Just imagine the kind of opportunities and the challenge that we've been faced, but it has driven us to bring out something new. And that's what even the SMBs are feeling, that they are pretty confident of bouncing back post these challenging times. So, what are we actually waiting for? We also need to not just jump the bandwagon, but we need to ensure that for our organization, for our enterprises, today we've got people from all different industries, different organizations, different roles and responsibilities, an entrepreneur, proprietor, IT head, decision maker, who takes the call to ensure that the systems and technology piece in the engine of the organization is up and running. So, how do we ensure that we are up and running and we are empowering our organization to be digital savvy, to adopt the digital platforms and be in the digital transformation journey? Five industry best practices for SME is basically a blueprint, which is like a rule book or a reference point. Whenever you are in the digital transformation journey, it will help you understand how and what should be done in the digital transformation journey, what to do, what not to do, whom to choose, and how to choose. This is a blueprint to the next step. Next step would be choosing the right solution provider who has the best solutions for your problems. But how do we ensure that what exactly do we need and what exact should we ensure to get the solutions? First, rent it, do not own it. This literally means that you should look for a provider, or you should always look for something wherein you are renting it and not owning it, because in technology specifically, there are new solutions, new technologies, new versions coming up day in, day out. Classic example would be our mobile phones, software upgrades on mobile phones. Every time we get a new upgrade, be it an Android or an Apple user. So that's similarly in technology also, be it telecom provider, connectivity, collaboration solution provider, technology is getting upgraded. There is 5G coming in. There are new technology trends happening. There is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and it is not quite possible to just own everything every time something new comes up, because it's a huge money that is going to get lost. And secondly, which is most important, technology is not a real estate that will appreciate. It will always depreciate because a new technology is going to come up. So we should ensure that we work with someone wherein we can rent that particular solution or an offering, and not own it. Second is select fit for purpose versus scale down version. This literally means that we should look for a solution provider or an SME who will give us a very customized solution, a very specific solution to our problem, which are unique to our organization, and not give us a chunky version to us. Because the SME needs of every organization are very unique, but simple, but very unique to their own set of work that they do. That's why it is very important that we look for a solution provider who gives us fit to purpose, which is tailor made or customized in a layman's language. Third, bill as you grow, pay as you use. This means that we should look for a solution provider, or we should ensure when we look for a solution or a technology to be adopted, that we pay only for whatever we are using and not as a whole. In that way, what we can do is we can save that money, move it to the capex, and grow our core business, maybe in R&D or innovation or whatever. And unused capacity is then not lost. Look for integrated solution versus silos of products, which means that a one-stop shop provider is always better than going to 10 different vendors, because it saves one-stop shop saves time. Everything is at one go. They are the experts. They know they've been in the business, and at the same time, for you, it helps you solve the issue of going to 10 different vendors. It becomes very taxing and hassle, a lot of hassle to run behind vendors, different contracts, different budgets, different issues. And at the same time, the onus again falls on you, that to ensure that everything is up and running. Whereas when we work with integrated solution provider, which is a one-stop shop, the cost is low, everything is bundled, you can just choose what you want, and at the same time, onus will be on you to ensure everything fits through. Onus will be on the solution provider that everything fits in together. Last but not the least, ensure that there is enough and more IT talent and IT support, because IT talent is very expensive. A lot of integrated solution provider, they work with the right IT talent to give you the best of the solutions. You might not have the same in your organization. That's why whenever we choose a solution provider, we should ensure that there is IT talent which will help and support you throughout. With that, we've covered like 40% of our presentation, which is understood the technology landscape, what exactly is happening to the SMEs, and how shall we overcome those challenges, or for that matter, what should be the blueprint to overcome those challenges, and also what are the trends that you should be enabled enough to be agile in these uncertain times. And as I was saying, the last piece of puzzle is working with the right solution provider or the right technology provider. And that's what these following slides will talk about. Do big with smart solutions. Firstly, what is a smart solution? Smart solution is basically, it's not just a product that you go and buy, but at the same time, it actually tells you what do you need, how do you configure everything, and provides you support end to end. That's what a smart solution provider does, and that's what it means to you. So let us now understand what are the areas or the solutions that Tata Tele Business Services provides to the SMEs. So as I said, Tata Tele Business Services is a one-stop shop solution provider to all your connectivity, collaboration, cloud, security, marketing solutions, and IoT. But for today, even though Tata Tele Business Services provides solution, but now for today, because we just have 30-40 minutes, the tone and the theme for the presentation was focused on cloud collaboration solutions. That's why we will focus on security, cloud collaboration solutions only. And we would be more than happy to talk to you about your needs. If you have any connectivity related need, or for that matter, smart internet, or any other needs that you have, we would be happy to talk to you on that. So summing it up on this particular slide, Tata Delhi Business Services is a one-stop shop solution provider for the SMEs. We've been in the business, we know the business, we understand the SME pain points, and we are here to help you in your technology ecosystem, right from connectivity, collaboration, security, cloud and SaaS marketing, and IoT. Let's start with the IoT portfolio. I believe a lot of people today who joined us are from the IT side or the logistics side, manufacturing side, so on and so forth. So this particular solution would be of utmost importance and value to you. Internet of Things portfolio, as we call it, is basically our tracking systems solution. Whether you are into people transport, goods transport, as I said, logistic, cold chain, FMCG, etc. We need to track our goods. We need to track the people. We need to track the resources and assets, and we have solutions to do so. Smart fleet tracking helps you track your goods transport. So, be it your cargo, logistics, manufacturing, pharma, cold chain logistics. Smart fleet tracking helps you do the goods transport tracking. Second, school bus tracking solution is helpful in tracking the schools and colleges. A lot of schools and colleges have tied up with us to help us track their transport. ITS company, when you know the offices were up and running that time to track the people. Workforce tracking, very important even now, because now it is all the more important for everyone. So this is industry agnostic because everybody is working from home or hybrid way to track the workforce, be it your employees, be it your sales, FMCG, or service provider, delivery guys, who all of them are very important to keep the wheel going on. So workforce tracking is that solution. And last but not the least, asset tracking. So by asset tracking, I mean courier and logistics, multi-stage processing, high value asset tracking. So asset tracking is the solution for that. So this is all good. Now that you've known that Tata Delhi provides us with an IoT proposition for goods, workforce, assets, tracking. But what exactly is that we bring to you to the table? First is it's a one-stop shop, single solution provider for all your needs, whether it is connectivity, desktop, mobile, whatever you want to track, everything is available. Second, Google Maps. We use Google Maps to give the best of the best experience. That the tracking and the navigation becomes very seamless and efficient. Intuitive application, an in-house application which is intuitive and needs customized requirements. Integrated sensors. A host of sensors like fuel sensors, temperature sensors, etc., can be installed without any hiccup, which is very seamless and hassle free. OPEX model, as I was mentioning in the previous slides, that we should always go for something where you don't have to pay heavy amount, but just pay as per you grow. Don't pay upfront for any devices, pay in monthly or annual rental model. That's what was our IoT. Moving on to security solution. So we've clubbed it into the ICS portfolio, which is IoT, cloud collaboration, and security. We've covered IoT, we will be looking at security, and then we'll move to the cloud communication portfolio. Security. But why do we literally need security? I mean, we obviously know, but just brushing it up. Firstly, when our employees or even we or anyone is browsing internet, there's a high chance of cyber attack. Second, we want to ensure that the company servers are protected all the time so that your data is not leaked and everything is up and running. Third, when we are checking our emails, again, sometimes you just get some phishing or any mail that comes and you just click and everything goes, the data goes. That's why while checking emails, also we need to ensure that the security is uptight. Last but not the least, very, very important, while working from home, it becomes all the more important because you're not in that secured zone of the office premises, but you're open to the Wi-Fi and networks, and that's why cybersecurity becomes very, very important. And one of the most important being that since the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been an enormous increase in the rise in the cyber attacks. I've listed down few screenshots for your perusal for you to look how cyber attacks have literally gone up since the COVID-19 pandemic, which makes it all the more important. And a hygiene factor to have at an organization. So let's look what all does and does uh, need security. Which assets need security at an organization? Or accesses, servers and application, and endpoints. All these assets they need security. So access and servers and applications, they are the hardware. The rest are the software, and all of these need security. So let's understand if all of these need security, how can and what can we contribute to the table? Tata Tele Business Services cybersecurity offering or security offering have been divided into two components. One is products portfolio and a services portfolio. Let's look one by one. But before that, let us understand use cases of what can actually go wrong while in the new way of working. First is accidental device misuse. For example, even for that matter, me or any one of us, we have our cell phones, we have our personal phones or our mobile phones or our office phone. Secondly, we have our desktop. Then, sometimes you're just multitasking, you're just browsing through a couple of things, and then you just move away from your desk or your office system. And imagine somebody, a third person, intentionally, unintentionally just uses the laptop, or just that time there's a high breach, and that could lead to accident and cyber attacks. Second, user behavior. Users are blending work and leisure, and and because we are just working from home and you're just working all and all throughout. That time we are using removable devices, which, for an example, would be a pen drive or a hard drive, and then again that can cause a lot of security issues. Third, there is always this urge and need to stay connected, maybe to shared Wi-Fi, and that's why we use shared Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, home Wi-Fi, networks, etc. And we shuffle, and there's a thin line between office hours and recreation time. That's the reason we always are connected, and when we are connected all the time to different networks, be it Wi-Fi or a personal network, it again brings a lot of security issue. Now let's look at the components of the solution. We have software application, analytics, administrative portal, and cloud hosting. So the solution, which is the software solution by security, is not just a solution or an application, but as I said, we always look for smart solution. We give you analytics, the reports, the user group reports. It will give you notification and alerts to understand how are you doing, to understand the health status of all the devices. So that is the component of the solution. Let's look at the product feature set. Firstly, let's understand on the left hand side of the slide what are the devices or the types that are supported by the security solution. So your Windows PC, your desktop, your servers, your Mac laptops, Apple phones, smartphones, Android phones. All of these need security because we are installing emails on our phone. While we are working, we have our desktop, we have our laptops, and our particular solution portfolio will cover all these elements. And on the right hand side of the screen, as you can see, these are the feature details, which is device control, anti-ransomware, antivirus, firewall, web reputation, unauthorized change prevention service, component updates, data loss prevention, so on and so forth. And most importantly, we are powered by WatchGuard, who is the global leader in endpoint security. That makes our security solution all the very more solid and strong. So till now we've understood the solution, we've understood what a security solution does, what all does it have, how does it work, and how can it help. But now let's look at a real life case study which will give you an example how this particular solution has helped a BFSI company who is a finance and accounting service provider with back office, legal support, data management, so on and so forth. The challenge that they were facing is the customer required a robust security solution with scalable infra, allowing cost effective growth in the future. That's when we worked with them, we pitched them endpoint security, and with that, they got robust and scalable security solution for future ready cooperation, operation, improved employee efficiency with office and work from home service options, remote system monitoring, maintenance for seamless operations. So that's what a security solution literally does. Say hello to smart flow. A smart, multi-model, multifunctional, flexible, scalable, secure and reliable suite of cloud-based communication solutions. So a quick pause here. We've looked at IoT, we've looked at security. Now we are moving on to cloud and communication solutions. So Smart Flow is our cloud-based communication solution. It's a cloud telephony solution, which is a sophisticated smart flow of digital connectivity, business intelligence, and productivity. But why do we need smart flow? First thing first, right now we are working anytime, we are having communication anytime and anywhere. We are not just working from the cubicles, but we are away from the cubicles, and that's what it allows employees to communicate on the go. Second, if we want to reduce operational and capital costs, because if we have bulky infrastructure, we need cost to keep it up and running. There will be a fixed cost, at the same time variable cost to keep it functioning all the time, and it cannot be even scalable quickly. Just imagine, if you want to increase the workforce from 100 to 200, you will need to move everything, and there'll again be a huge cost involved. Works across devices from landlines to smartphones. Obviously, we want to ensure that we are not just limited with an old thing to just work with the landlines, but we want it to work with everything. No maintenance and infrastructure costs. Enterprise grade security and reliability. I think I've been harping upon this particular thing because security is very important. And at the same time, enterprise grade security and reliability is something that we should all be looking out for. And that's why we need smartphone to do that. Get business intelligence. So again, smart solution. It just not helps you get the problem solved, but also gives you reports and analytics to help you plan your next move. On-demand scalability, ultra flexible. It enables you to adapt quickly, works efficiently in changing business conditions. It has on-demand scalability. Enhanced customer experience, provides seamless and frictionless customer experience. It manages call routing through smart IVR menus, plug and play, which is very easy to install. And these are all the good reasons that is why SmartFlow is required. Let's just look at a quick features of what all SmartFlow provides. It has inbound solutions, click to call solutions, missed call solutions, and OBD solutions. I'm not getting into the detail of the feature functionality. I'm just letting you know the context of what are the problems that are faced by SMEs and how SmartFlow can actually solve that. And with the use case and a case study will help you understand how your peers and other industry colleagues, competition, or whoever is solving their problems. A mid-sized BPO with 500 agents working across different processes like customer service, lead management, vendor onboarding, and document verification was looking to scale up the business outcomes so that they could run a number of programs and campaigns. At the same time, they wanted to ensure the safety of the customer's data, at the same time maintaining the agent's data when they were working from home. And that's where we pitched SmartFlow to them, and it literally helped them solve their problems. A hosted contact center provided by SmartFlow, a cloud telephony solution, offers complete call center operations management with features like blended queue management, CRM, call barging, sticky agents, so on and so forth. At the same time, it gives reports and analytics as well. AI manages call routing with smart IVR menus. Customer privacy is also ensured by number masking. So all these things literally helped this particular company and a BPO to scale up their business because it is highly scalable. At the same time, customer privacy was also ensured by number masking. So the data leak or the data security issues were also resolved. And that's what SmartFlow literally does. One more case study from a different sector, which is the BFSI sector. Because SmartFlow is such a unique and important and a very, very useful product, we thought we should give a different variety of examples as well. So, this is an established BFSI company providing pan-India financial services to individuals and businesses. Their challenge was to address work from home issues. They wanted a simplified login-based functionality for the agents to make calls from digital devices. And that's when we consulted and we spoke to them. We pitched SmartFlow, and the benefits were they had ease of customer issues resolution, consistent and high level of service quality, simplified recording of call details, better customer experience, and a cost-effective and easy to scale solution for all their problems that they had, which is work from home issues or simplified login based functionality, click to call functionality, so on and so forth. So Tata Tele Business Services provided SmartFlow, its cloud-based contact center solution. With an outbound PSTN calling facility to the bank, we provided a single session initiation protocol, which is SIP trunk, connected with the platform to facilitate outbound calls over the internet. And that's how this particular BFSI company benefited enormously because of SmartFlow. That was about the cloud. Now let's move on to the communication piece. How do we set up a distributed call center quickly without any hassles? How do we mask the calls of the employees or the calling clients from their personal numbers? How do we ensure that the face-to-face interactions, even though they've reduced, how do we connect with the clients? And that's where the need for hosted IVR comes into picture, because we are working from anywhere. We need a better return on investment. We want to have the scalability and flexibility to scale as per our requirements and needs. That is scale up and down. Last but not the least, reports and compliance. We want to ensure that we get reports and analytics out of it. Hosted IVR solution is an interactive voice response, a cloud-based voice application that allows businesses to efficiently connect with its customer. It's an interactive voice response, which is basically on the cloud. Everything gets connected on the cloud. And if you want to connect with the sales, support, billing, you have a customer service department, you have a grievances department, you can just set it up on the cloud and everything is solved in no time, hassle-free and easy. So, summarizing it, it's a cloud-based IVR which can be set up within hours, which gives a seamless customer connect. It has dynamic call routing so that it can be changed in few seconds on your own. Call hunting, multiple agents are there, so none of the call goes wasted. If anyone is busy, it moves to another one. And last but not the least, it tracks the employee's performance with analytics feature. Let's look at a case study here. A global design and engineering services company had a problem statement to switch from the desk-based to cloud-based IVR to help their employees with IT issues because of work from home scenario, which came because of the work from home scenario. So Tata Tele Business Services pitched hosted IVR and discovered the system to provide support on a 24/5, which is Monday to Friday, 8 to 8 shift timing. So the design was provided in such a way that the call gets routed in the same shift so that none of the call is missed. The load is also managed effectively, and the grouping and everything is done likewise for the evening shift as well. Also, they were able to deploy a fast deployment of IVR to meet customers' deadlines. And in this way, they ensured business continuity, which is basically during their lockdown. It was better ESAT. It is also on cloud. So that was cloud, and it is efficient, cost effective, and highly secure. So security trend was also ensured by this particular company. That brings us to the collaboration piece, which is the last piece of the puzzle of our cloud communication collaboration solution, which is Zoom. I think all of us must have used Zoom by now for our maybe our kids' birthday parties or for our relatives' function or just to meet and greet or just to talk and share. But why Zoom and Tata Tele Business Services, and how Zoom actually helps businesses and enterprises to increase the productivity, cut that issue of not meeting in person, and helps us collaborate so efficiently and effectively that you won't even feel that you're not meeting somebody. As they say, some partnerships are game changing. Likewise, Tata Tele Business Services and Zoom is such a unique partnership, which is a game changing partnership, not just for both the entities, but for the end users like you and me, for our customers, for our prospects, for our potential, for the SMEs and community at large. Tata Tele Business Services join hands with Zoom to provide a highly unified communication solution for your businesses. Zoom's agile, intuitive, and secure platform, which is supported by TTBS's robust service systems, are all set to power your business to new heights. Trusted service provider, one-stop shop, user-friendly, and robust security. You get all of this in this particular partnership. This particular slide is again an elaborate version of what we were talking in the previous slide, with both of us coming together, Tata Daily Business Services has a deep understanding of the SMEs. Zoom is a state of the art meeting solution. So when both these things come together, you get a unified communication solution for all your collaborative needs. What all is covered in Zoom Solution Suite? So we have Zoom meetings and Zoom webinars. So Zoom meeting is a simplified video conferencing across all devices. So when we have our interlocks with our business team, or for that matter, when we have our stand-up meetings bi-weekly, Zoom meeting is something that we use quite often. It should be used. Second, Zoom webinars. It is to engage your audiences with flawless technology. So imagine you are running a webinar, which is right now which is going on Zoom. Then your product demos, or your meeting, or there is an event or customer rewards, everything can happen on a Zoom webinar. Let's look at the features of what business opportunities, which we say that you can explore infinite business opportunities because of the Zoom solution, which is a new age unified communication solution. You can set up marathon meetings. There is widespread authentication tools. So you get authentified. It's very secure. Identity management, remote device control, business intelligence, superior meeting experience, cloud-based recording, privacy, live transcriptions, unlimited meetings, advanced data protection, and security. So all these features have combined and brought to you by Tata Daily Business Services along with Zoom for your meeting, webinar, and collaborative purposes. Again, once again, what are the advantages for an SME if they tie hands with Tata Daily Business Services to buy Zoom? You get one-stop shop for SMEs. It's a robust, secure solution. With Tata, you get trust and experience, and at the same time, with Zoom, you get a user-friendly interface. Again, all of this is good enough, but let us understand how a business has actually benefited using a particular Zoom product. So, an ITS company who was developing high quality software solutions was having a challenge of managing distributed workforce while minimizing the complexities of meeting room to provide secure experience to its users through a handy conferencing service. How Tata Daily Business Services Zoom solved their challenges? We provided the customer with a cloud video conferencing solution that could address their requirements and was simple to use on any devices. With this Zoom solution, they were able to see so many benefits, and few of them have listed below. Firstly, collaborative meeting culture. They were able to meet digitally very effectively, and they got a very digitally active workforce. Second, simplified management and usability, very easy to use because of its built-in conferencing features. Superior voice quality with control of background noise, instant access from any device. You can access from desktop, mobile, anywhere. Ease of scalability. You can just go from changing the number of attendees very easily. You can accommodate as per the changing requirements. Better business intelligence. You get notes, you get recording, you get reports, you get analytical tools, and cost saving. It's a very cost-effective solution because you save a lot on the infra and tech support with TTBS offering of all administrative services. So that's what a Zoom product can do in your organization. With that, we come to the end of the presentation of the product portfolio. Now, this particular slide, which is of so much of importance for us and pride to us, that we share that we are 40,000 plus business customers, this family, and we are aiming to grow more and want you also to be a part of our family. We have 1,200 plus partners who work with us, 1,500 plus channel team. We are present in 60 plus countries with a network capabilities as mentioned on the screen. So that's what are our strengths. Now let's just look at what are the key benefits for you to partner with us. Firstly, you get innovative product. As I mentioned, in our best practices, that you should always look for a solution provider who is future ready, and so that you can just rent a solution, and whenever the solution is future ready, you just rent it and not own it. Best reach. It has got the best reach because of our connectivity, our workforce, our strengths. Third, bundle service. One-stop shop solution provider is the answer to this. You can just club and bundle the solutions that you need. So if you want a Zoom along with connectivity, or for that matter, you need a Zoom and security, or you need an IoT plus Zoom, you can just bundle as per your requirements and you can have it. So that it's not that everything is brought to you, it is as per your requirements. Best SLA. So Right IT Talent helps us do that. It has got Right ID support. We we pride ourselves by saying that we have an overall level for all data products, which is 99.5%, which is maintained for connectivity products. Transparency and self-care portal. You can just get to understand what are the solutions doing, how are you doing vis-a-vis your performance and utilization, so on and so forth. So those were the key trends, or for that matter, benefits for you. With that, I would like to take a pause on the presentation and would like to head over to Swadesh to understand if we have any questions for us right now. Swadesh, do we have any questions on the platform?
Thank you, Pooja. Just letting me check. No, we don't have right now. Going forward, we should take couple of minutes. If participant have any, so they can
That's
post it. Meanwhile, we can just go with the poll and the feedback.
feedback. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, audiences, once again, if you don't have any questions, as Swadesh mentioned, you can just drop in at any point of time. And also, I have listed down the credentials. You can write to me, pooja.ghati@tatatel.co.in, or write to us at dobig@tatatel.co.in. Speak to us, call to us for any questions or queries that you may have. Also, I would urge you to subscribe to our social media channels and handles. Follow our hashtag 92bigs to stay updated to know all about SMEs, connectivity, collaboration, cloud security space. With that, I would like to close the presentation and head it over to Swadesh.
Yeah. So participant, we have a couple of feedback. We would like to have to take feedback from you about the session, about the speaker, about the product insight. Before going forward, there is again the feedback and the last poll, which for this session is again live on your right hand side of your screen in the poll section. Uh, as you have gone through the presentation where Pooja has discussed mostly all our products. So going with that, which of our product or solution are you feel like having an interest going forward? So it is cyber security or IoT solution, voice connectivity, or dedicated internet bandwidth, or Zoom. Request you all to please give your opinion so that we can reach out if in respect to all these products and discuss with you later on. Thank you very much. And again, the feedback will be in the post section column only. So the first feedback question, which is live on your screen, is can you just rate us on overall experience? You can rate us in 4 categories: excellent, good, average, poor. The second poll, which second feedback, which is live on your screen right now, is about the speaker insight. How you rate us on speaker insight: excellent, good, average, poor. Request you all to please give your valuable feedback. It will help us to improve further. The next feedback is live on your screen now. Is how you will rate on our product insights. And the last one is on overall experience on the platform. How was your platform experience, the virtual platform that would be created? How is your experience about that? Thank you very much. Pooja, we don't have any question right now. So we would request, we will thank all of our participants for participating and coming, just joining us on the time. And going forward, as Pooja has requested, we have shared you our credential. You can write to Pooja or to be forum, or and connect with the with our social media handle to get the latest updates.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, audiences, for taking time out, and have a great day ahead. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care.
Thank you. We are ending the webinar here.